Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? This is Stephanie of YouTube Tips and More. And before I start, let me go ahead and do some advertisement.
Sponsor is $5 Jewelry Paradise, an independent consultant of Terry Donald. You can find her information listed below for her warehouse, her website, and Facebook, where you can peruse her content and enjoy.
Okay, there's something going on with the internet. It's lagging a little bit, so please forgive me on that. It's been raining the last, I think, 3, 4 days here in Houston, and it's much needed. Oh my goodness, it's much needed because we were hitting them double figures for 30 days. We had, well, more than 30 days, we had the triple digits here. So, now today's episode, I want to talk to you about lighting. Now, there is a lighting setup that you're supposed to use where it's like a scale showing you to set your lights. So, when you do your videos, how you can brighten up your area. As you see, I had to get up because I forgot to cut on my light over there. I normally have these lights on when I film, when I do my lives, and I sitting up here talking to my girlfriend on the phone and forgot to turn them on. So I'm going to jump right into the video on lights. Now, let me remind you on this. I filmed this video a while back and I totally forgot to upload it. So it's going to tell you the details on how to set it up, and you'll see that this is filmed in the house that we were leasing before we purchased this home. So I filmed this maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. So I don't think it was that long, but it was before we moved in here. So here you go.
Everyone, today we're going to be talking about lighting. I was asked last month to show how to use the proper lighting or what lighting to use when recording a video. Now, I am no means a professional, but I did do a little research to find out the proper setup for lighting. Now, this is the light kit that I use, and my sister purchased this light kit for me last year for Christmas. So this is the proper setting for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down and show you how it looks when someone is sitting in a chair and recording a video, to show you the different types of lighting. So I hope you enjoy this. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below so I can answer them at the best of my ability. Now, before we go on, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so glad you're here. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, I want to thank you for your continuing support. Now, if you enjoying the content that I'm showing you today, please hit that red subscribe button you see down below and give your girl a thumbs up. And don't forget to click the notification bell twice. This way you'll be notified each time I upload something new. Okay, this is the setup that I learned that was for lighting. Now you have the field light, the main light, and the background light. Now, of course, it's called the key light is the main light. And that's the source that should be on the right side. It doesn't have to be the right, it could be the left side of the camera. The field light is an added light and it helps with a shadow setting. so you won't get a shadow on your person. It should be on the opposite side of your main light. Now, your backlight is to remove any separation between the subject and the background. Now, the secret tip is there should be a smaller light sitting farther back to give you the distance between the wall or whatever's behind you and the subject. But that's a lot of extraness, and I don't do that. But this is the proper setup that I learned for your lighting. Now, what I'm going to do is to show you an example of how the different lights look. Now, the reason I'm not talking is my husband is looking at the game, and I have the lights set up to show you the difference in shading. Now, all three lights are on right here in this caption, and I'm going to turn them off one by one so you can see the difference in the lighting of the videos with the proper lighting. So, I'm not looking stupid for a reason. For no reason. I am sitting here because I wanted to show you the difference of the shading. Now, in this one, I've cut off the background light. So you can see there's a little shadow or shading over here for the background light. Now, here I've cut off the filler light. So you can see the difference. Only the background light and the main light are on. And you see the shadow on the other side. Now, here I've cut off the main light, and you can see the difference in the shading here as versus I have on the filler light and the background light. You see the difference in the backgrounds? Yes, I know I look goofy, but I was trying to show you the example of the lighting. Here is the setting. That's the main light with no cover on it. Then you have your tripod where your camera sits, and you have your filler light with the umbrella to make it a little softer. And then on the back over here, you have the smaller background light. Now, I have it sitting there, but it should be sitting closer to the wall. I just want to show you the difference in the shading of the videos. Now, the everything you see here was purchased from Amazon. The tripod, the cell phone holder for the camera, and all three lights. Now, the three lights came in the package together, and I think they were like $45 for the set of three. And my sister did purchase that for me on Amazon for Christmas. So the lighting kit from my sister has been a true blessing because it has made my videos appear a little bit clearer, and you can see everything. Now, they did come with three umbrellas as I'm showing you here, but I'm only using one in this caption. Now, of course, right here, I am using the natural light. I am sitting in front of the window in my formal dining room. That's the best light. If you cannot afford to get a light kit at this time, the natural light outside is a wonderful light. You put your camera at the back of your camera at the window, open your curtains and blinds, and you use your natural light. And you see you have a beautiful view a good light on me for this caption here. Yes, I'm looking a little goofy, but I just wanted to show you the difference in the lighting.
Okay, I'm sorry that it's skipping. I don't know if I still am now. Our internet has been crazy since that last storm. They said they're working on it, so it is a little skippy, and I apologize for that. So hopefully, when this finishes loading, that when you do the replay, it won't be as skippy. So, does anyone have any questions about the light setup? I tried to make it as simple as I could. So it will be very simple for you to see how it's set up. It's also now they're saying that it's good to have a light, a dimmer light overhead, that if you have it. And when I change my office around, I do have one hanging in the corner over there that I will be using to do my light setup. I want to make sure that when I'm live, that it's clear and you can see me clearly, and there's no, no shading or anything on the videos. But I know this is a very short one, very simple. It just shows you the diagram. It's like a triangle diagram for you to set up your lighting. I did that research to make sure that I was setting it up properly so that you could see it. Yes, it does make a big difference. And even if you have your ring light, a ring light is really, really good. When I did that video, I didn't have my ring light, but I keep a ring light downstairs and I keep my 3 lights upstairs. Now, one thing I need to mention when you're using these lights or a ring light, hey, Marilyn, when you're using these lights or a ring light in your video and you have on glasses, you have to be mindful of the reflection of the light. Now, if you have the 3-stand light like I have, and you see a glare, you can see the light in your glasses, it's best to turn it a little bit to the opposite side so you don't get that glare in your glasses. And also when you're using a ring light and you notice that you can see the ring in your glasses, you need to remind yourself to tilt your head down or up a little, whichever it is, so you don't see the ring, or you need to raise your ring light up just a little bit so you won't get that glare in your glasses. Because that's one thing. One week I did take my glasses off because I did not fix the angle of the light so I wouldn't get the light in my glasses, because I hate seeing the light bulb in my glasses. Like when I turn my head down, you can see the computer, but that's because I'm sitting in front of it. But I don't like to see the glare of a light or a light bulb or whatever in your glasses. I tried to make the stand just as simple. I did plenty of research, looked at different places to make sure that I had the standings right, and that when you sit and you do your lighting, the difference it makes in your videos. Now, the one that I have sitting on the floor, the short one that was at the back, normally when I'm in my office, it's like it's right here to the side now giving me the light. But before, when I did my lives in my other home, it sat on my desk where the light was right there. And it's easy to move that one around because it's so small. It doesn't get as high, or does it? No, that one doesn't get as tall as the other two, I don't believe. I don't believe. But it came with those 3 lights in the bag and the bulbs. And as we moved, the movers broke 2 of the bulbs, so I ordered 2 more, and from Amazon. So it's a pretty neat system to use. Like I said, it has 3 umbrellas to go along with it, and you can put the umbrellas on all of them if you like. But it's best to have umbrella at least on one to give you that different effect when you're filming. And I do like my ring light. I do, because it puts the light right there where I want it. But I try to make sure that I angle my head in the right position so I don't get that glare. Because I've seen a lot of people that use the ring light to have on glasses. You can see the gleam, the ring, and I don't like that. That's just a me thing. To each his own. So, does anyone have any questions about the ring, about the lighting setup? I will tell you what anything else I may know about it. Hey, Marlene, how are you? You're going to have to watch the replay because I did a video showing how to set up your camera. And also, too, Now I've noticed that hey Felissa, how you doing? Welcome. I've noticed there's a new light now that I'm gonna have to do more research on, that it's supposed to have like a suction cup on it. So when you are cooking, hello Lady P, when you're cooking or something, that you can stick it up. But I'm gonna have to look into that one. Someone told me about that one, and I need to look and see how real that is and how it works as far as your lighting. Now, I know I've seen a lot of videos with some of my YouTube sisters that their videos are wonderful, but their lighting sucks. And I was one of those. My videos, I didn't have lighting until my sister said she was sick of seeing me in the shadows. And my sister ordered the light kit for me, and it showed up in my house one day. So I did see a video where she was talking about, and I thought I had enough light because I had the ceiling light on and I was sitting under it to try to give me lighting. And it was a lot of shadow. But once I started using my three light kits, my lighting, it made it much better. So lighting, yes, it's a light kit for Lisa that you can get to use. And the light kit that I have is only about $45, $46 when I bought it. What I'm gonna do is I'll put some different ones down in the description box so y'all can check them out if y'all want to. I also have my ring light, and my ring light, I keep that downstairs, as I said. And I try to, at first I was taking one light up and down, and I bought the ring light for downstairs, and my 3-point system lights, I keep them up here when I record up here in my office. Because I'm getting ready to turn this office around because I want my teal light, my wall behind me at the desk. So I'm going to do some rearranging in here. And I like to keep my light system set up here so it works really well. So like now the light system is showing me really clear. But if I cut this one off, you see you have a shadow behind me, and I didn't want the shadow. But with this one on, it's a brighter, it shows the separation better between me and the wall. So if you did not see the clip I did on the video for the lighting, please encourage you to watch the replay so you can see the setup system for the lights, because the lighting is important. Like I showed you once before about the microphones. I have some YouTube sisters that do beautiful videos, but you don't hear them well. And there are some really cheap microphones that that Amazon has, that I have that video about sound and microphones on this channel. If you look at the links down below, all the mics I have, except for my Snowball, were under $25, and they work wonders. They're great microphones. Now my Snowball here, this is the one I do voiceovers with, and this is the one I do my lives with. This one here, I think, was $45. No, Felissa. I was looking at a lady the other day, and she did a beautiful, beautiful tablescape. But the camera was over here, and she was at the other side of the table. And I couldn't understand what she was saying. Even when I cut it up loud, you could just hear her saying, you know, why my table. That's all you could hear. But her video was so pretty. You just got your mic. Great, Marilyn. I think the mics make a difference, and your lights. It doesn't take a lot. Now, like some of the light kits have those light boxes on them and things. My sister got me one that was simple to use and easy to set up. And I even have a backdrop thing over here that I purchased off of Amazon that I use when I do makeup. Because you know what, you can rig your light. If you have a good table lamp that can sit in front of you to the angle, you can still get that light until you can afford to buy what you want to enhance your videos. Microphones and lighting. Microphone and lighting is one thing I always say. And the other thing was, I'm trying to get some of my YouTube sisters to know, even some of my larger channel YouTube sisters, when you are recording, look at your camera. Look at the hole in your camera where your camera lens is. Don't look at your screen where you see yourself. Like now, I'm looking at the screen of the computer. But when I'm looking at the camera lens, it's like I'm looking at you, and it's a more personable video. But we have so many of our larger YouTube sisters that look at the screen on their camera. They have their flip back screen on there so they can see what they're doing, and they'll look at that screen at themselves while they talk. But you need to look at this screen, the lens on your camera. Okay, I saw one on Temu that I was looking at too. But a company contacted me about a microphone, and I'm not too sure about it, but I'm going to see if I'm going to get it or not. But I'm looking for a different style. But I do like the mics I have because they're not that expensive. And they didn't eat a hole in my pocket to get the light kits or the microphones. These are two simple things that you can do to improve your videos. Like I always say, Denise, you know we have the T. Improve 1% each video. When you do a video and you look at yourself in the video, if you see something you need to critique on your video, the next video, improve that 1%. And you'll look at pretty soon, and you'll look at your videos and you'll be pleased with every video. You have to pay attention to the little things. And also, I saw a video last night, and there was so much crap behind them on the bar in the kitchen. They had trash in the kitchen. The kitchen was horrible. It wasn't a Clean With Me video. It looked like they hadn't got groceries in. They had trash everywhere, and they're trying to film and show you clothes. Well, all I saw was the junk behind them. So make sure that you're seeing around you that they see on the video is pleasant. I know when you're doing Clean With Me, it ain't going to look like that. I understand that. But if you're sitting and talking, make sure that your area around you is pleasant, that it is clean. So people, when they look at it, they go, girl, how come she didn't fold up that stuff? Girl, if you'd seen that stuff, I was like, okay, you could have put a curtain up. You could have turned your camera the other way. But make sure that your area behind you is decent. I will go in my former dining room and turn my back to the china cabinet to get a decent shot. I don't want to sit in a room where there's trash beyond trash, and when everybody sit on the camera, that's all everybody looking at is the trash behind you. Make sure the area behind you is decent. Please. Yes, background is important. Yes, Denise, that is so right. Even Clean With Me shouldn't be. But you know what? Some Clean With Me's, I understand that they have junk everywhere because they're going to be dirty. They get you to clean up. I can deal with that when I Clean With Me. But when you just sitting talking to me and I see last week's trash still piled up on the counter and you got dirty clothes and all sorts of mess behind you. I even seen one girl trying to show some clothes. She had her mattress and box springs on the floor. They was nasty. There was no sheets, no cover on it. There was trash out on the floor. There was dirty clothes piled up on the floor. There was old cups and dishes. But she posing in clothes. I can't. Clean up behind you. If you're going to be showing clothes, go in the hallway or something. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But if you want to learn about the lighting setting and you didn't see the video that I put up showing you the process, please watch the replay and learn how to set your light setting up so you will have the proper lighting. Now, I did show with my 3-point light system, and I also did it with natural light. And most of us have ring lights. And Walmart sells a ring light for $20. And it has a cell phone clip in it. All my tripods have the cell phone clip because I use my phone. And somebody asked me, why didn't I get a camera? Well, I paid almost $1,200 for this phone. and the camera is going to cost me 7. So I will be using my phone until I feel not necessary. Now I have another phone I film with. This is my Samsung Galaxy S. What is this? It's a S15. I do my videos on here, but this is my cell phone, and I have a memory card in here. So that reminds me, if you filming with your phone, buy you a memory card. You can get these little solid memory cards off of Amazon. Now, the one in my phone here is 1 terabyte. Terabytes is better because it holds more on it before you find out that you're full. And I always keep my little key thing that comes with your cell phone to punch out the memory card. And then let's say, let me say, she said, sorry, I just got an important call. Okay, good. I'll watch the replay, honey. I want you to learn what you can. When I learn something new, I try to share it. Now, each memory card normally comes with this little case where you can stick your memory card in it if you download it to your computer. So if you put it on your phone, and your phone will ask you, do you want to have all your films or videos or pictures go to your memory card? You just click yes, and they'll all go to your memory card. And then once you get that memory card out your phone, you stick it in here, and you can stick it, it's a little slot for it on your side of your computers. Most of them have a little slot where you can slide that in and download your videos. And if you don't have that, there is a Wi-Fi transfer. I'm going to show you the app that I downloaded on my phone, that when I do that, I use this Wi-Fi. It's called Wi-Fi File Transfer. You can go to the Play Store and download this if you're doing it from your phone. And all you do is when you get ready to upload this, it has a start button. It gives you an HP right there. See it? Let me get my finger right here. Below my finger, it says HP 10.0.0.43, whatever it is. You type that in your browser, and it pulls up your phone. And that button will you can click on it and follow the steps. Now, if you like, I'll show you how to use it to download it. I can do that in another video and show you how to download from that app, which makes it so much easier with your phone because you're doing it on your computer. You can do it on your desktop or laptop with that Wi-Fi transfer. You just notice that one on the side of my phone. I just noticed that on the side of my phone there was yes. It's a memory thing in your phone where you can add memory. It's right above your SD card. So you put your little stick in. It comes with your phone. This comes with your phone. And the thing, if you didn't know that, this little key thing comes with your phone. They come in different shapes, but it does have that little pin. Let me get my hand over here. It has a little pin on it where you stick it off in the hole. Let me show you. It has a hole there, and you see the little part right here. You stick it off in there, and you push it to make that pop out. When that pops out, let me get this off the screen. When that pops out, you just pull it up, and see I have a memory card in here already. See, it comes with right there. I just stick it in. It snaps in. You push it in, and then your phone is ready to go. Then I have, like I said, I have a terabyte in my phone. Let me show you. This one is a terabyte, if it shows it clear. It's 1 terabyte. I always try to get terabytes because they hold memory. Yes, everybody's phone has a memory port. It's right above your card on your phone. All phones have this little one in there, the SIM card, and right above your SIM card is a place for memory. Once you put your memory in, remember that when you put it in, remind you, like here's my SID card facing this way and my memory card, because the electronic parts go to the back. And when you put it in, you put the electronic parts go to the back. And you snap it in, and your phone will ask you, a terabyte is memory. It's It holds a lot. It'll take you forever and 5 days to fill up a terabyte. Now, most people get this one. It's 128 megabytes. This one here is 128. This is one I've had from another phone, and it can be erased and adapted. And then what is this one here? This one here is 64. This is a very small one. It doesn't hold that much. But if you get a memory card for your phone, make sure you get it for your phone. And if you get it, get a terabyte. It'll say 1 TB. That's a terabyte. And that's the memory. After I post, I delete. Well, see, with that, you can hold that on your phone, for Lisa. And for instance, if somebody steals your channel, you can have your video saved on one of these. And then I keep a little case like this, and I'll put it in it, and I'll put what year it is. Like I have this one here was the one I first bought. So this one here is like from 2019. It'll be 2019, I think it is, no, 2018 to 2019. That's what's on this one. I try to keep up with my videos just in case, because I have some friends that channels have been hacked and they couldn't get them back. So they reloaded all their videos because they still had them. But that right there will help you keep your videos. It'll help you keep them loaded up on your phone. Because again, when you pay as much as we pay for these cell phones, and the Samsung has a good camera, and that's what I use on my phone. I use my Samsung camera on my phone. And so what I do is when I get a new phone, I keep my old one. If it's not in bad shape, if I haven't beat it up or dropped it or tore it up, I keep it. I have an external drive too. Let me pull that over here, because Denise got me to get an external drive. And one of hers lessons when we used to follow her doing the YouTube tips. Now I do have my external drive. I got this. Well, my husband got this. I don't know where he got it from, but my husband got this. I think he got it at Best Buy. And this one here has, I believe this is a terabyte as well. But I keep my videos backed up to here. When I download them, after I edit them, I put them here. I have files on here that say, hello, Leona. I have files on here that go like 2015, 2016, 2017. I try to keep them there. That way, in case, I have two backups. I have the external drive, and I have these little terabyte ones. I always try to make sure I keep the two backups. You never know what happens. One of them might go down, and the other might be here. That's the one I got. Okay, I got it at Best Buy. Yeah, I just didn't remember. I couldn't remember where he got it from, because when I remember you talked about that, Denise, and I mentioned it to him when he came off of work the next day, he had one for me. So I always try to keep an external drive. It's hooked up to my computer. I also have these. I know you know about these USBs. You can also get these in a terabyte as well. This one right here, I don't remember what number this is. I've had this one so long. Then I have one stuck in my computer that's a terabyte. But I have backups for everything, okay? I keep everything backed up on something. I have pictures. I have my videos backed up. Once I edit them, once I upload the computer and I edit them, I download them to that right there in my external drive, where I have different files for the year. When I automatically, with the editing software I use on my computer, when I upload a video, I have it set up where it automatically goes to the external drive into that folder for this year. So then when I go to upload it to YouTube, I know to go to 2023 folder and pull it up. That way I have it. It's backed up. No worries. Now on my phone, I keep them on the phone for as long as before it gets too full that I start deleting some, because you never know if you're editing a video and you upload it to your system and something happens and that video is gone. I normally try to wait until the video has been up for at least, I want to say, a month or two before I delete them off my phone. That way, there's no error. It hasn't been chewed up by the YouTube monster. It's still here. That way, I always have precautions. If it's something I see that I didn't edit right, it's still here. And then the one that's fully edited with my intros and all the pretty pictures and the transfers and all that, it goes to the external drive. Now, I hope what we talked about was helpful. If anyone has any more questions, you're so welcome, Leona. If anyone has any questions, please go back and watch the replay if you didn't see how the setup for your lighting, because that's something that we all need to work on, is our lighting and microphones. And then next week I have a guest. So the week after that, I will do a class on the Wi-Fi my tongue is tied. The Wi-Fi file transfer for your phones. This will help you a great deal. I also keep photos on my laptop for each day. Yeah, but your laptop, after a while, that will slow it down. So you need to get an external drive like I just showed. They don't cost that much. You can get them at Best Buy. You can get them on Amazon. Get you a 1 terabyte external drive for your computer. Move all your videos to your external drive, because you leave them on your laptop, you'll notice it'll start dragging because there's too much work on there. There's too much stuff stored. And you want to try to keep your computer at the speed that it's going. So move your videos from your desktop, from your laptop, move them to an external drive. And that way you won't slow your computer down. I even have my husband to this point. We don't save things on the computer. We save them to the external, or we save them to the cloud or a USB. That way my computer doesn't get bogged down and it doesn't slow down. So next week we will talk about, next week I have a guest. I have a wonderful guest next week. So y'all need to come back next week for my guest. Now, the week after, we're going to talk about the Wi-Fi file transfer. This is something that really will help you with your phone if you record on your phone, so you can get your videos going. I like this. I've been using this now for, I think, 4 years, and I love it, and it's free. Any app that's free to me, I'm going to use. I try my best to use free, because my pocket don't always say pay. So I hope you enjoyed it today, ladies. I had fun talking with you. Love the AirDrop. Yes, the AirDrop on the iPhone is good. I had that. That's on my Mac laptop. It has the AirDrop. I like that. Yes, we do love free. Free is my friend. I try to use every app that's free until I need the purpose to pay for a subscription. And that's what I did here on StreamYard. I use it. I used the free version for years. And then I know I'm doing this show every Sunday, and I have my guest on here, and I want my guests to be able to get views from their interview. I do it here, and I pay for a subscription where not only does it go on my channel, it shows up on their channel, and they'll get views from this same interview on their channel. So I started paying for it to give that, because I started saying I need to up my game on doing my StreamYard. Because there are some people that I have interviewed on here that I really would like to do again, because it's been and they're some of my favorites, okay? And I know of 4 in particular I would like to re-interview and come up with new questions for them. But we'll see how that goes. I have some invites out to a few people now that I want to have on the show. So hopefully they'll respond. I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy helping you guys. When I learn something new, I try to share with you to help you up your game as well. So that's why I always ask, is there anything you want to know? Anything you want to learn? Let me know, because if I already know it, it won't be a thing for me to do a lesson on it one Sunday. Like, I'm still doing my research into Clarissa's questions, learning the SEO on TubeBuddy. I'm working with that. I'm still doing my due diligence to make sure I get that correct when I come with that lesson. So until next week, I want to thank you all for coming today, and I want to thank my people in replay. You always do a girl right. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps me. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.